Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Call of Duty Ghosts from me to you, because that's what I do, the Xbox One. And this is on your favorite map, I don't know, but I am using the FAD with the silencer and the grip, I think it is, silencer and grip or silent or something, I don't know what it is. I was trying to, somebody had asked me, I always ask on Twitter, I'm like, yo, what weapon do you want to see next? Now, I will go back to the Marksman. I know I got to finish up on the MK14. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. I am the original MK14 player. 7 years ago, Call of Duty 4 beta. I was like the first one to test it out. So I'm going to leave the link in the description. You could watch that 7 years ago on my oldest YouTube channel. So a lot going on today, a lot of information, and I don't know if you guys want me to cover this in single videos, or sometimes people like it when I just do single videos about the news or about gaming news or about Call of Duty Ghosts. So if you don't know, I'm going to leave this a lot of descriptions, a lot of news in the descriptions today. I mean, there's plenty of time to talk about the FAD, and I will get to it, but there's a lot of news that was dropped today. Call of Duty Ghost $1 Million Championships was announced today at MLG. MLG rules. Now it's kind of weird. It's worldwide Call of Duty Championships on the Xbox One, and you have to be 18 or older. $1 million. Top 4 players all get 100,000 apiece. I remember last couple times it's always been like a U.S. team, and then like a UK team would finish like second or something like that. But I don't know. Do you guys think that a lot of teams are going to be changing again now, not only because of age, but because of people want to win the money, and also because of the fact that qualifiers are online. And what it means qualifying online, it's very dirty. This is a very dirty business. So in the United States, unlike other countries, people like to cheat. And the thing about it is there's so much, on the line here, and people are trying to get placed very high. You're going to see a lot of people. It's not a surprise that you could script already on the Xbox One. And if you don't know what that means, go look it up. Basically, it's, putting commands into the controller, and you could cheat, and you can get away with it. And there's people that do it, and I'm looking through video from last night where I've seen a sniper that was scripting against me. Clearly, if you're a Call of Duty veteran, and you could see this stuff a mile away. So that's one problem with the online qualifier. The other problem is like 3 games or something like that, the best out of 5 or the best out of 3, and that's pretty much it. You either qualify or you don't qualify. So, it's pretty messed up, 16 teams. And, the other thing too is like you have a pro team and somebody could be working for you as a professional booter. And if you could boot any person off the other team that's trying to qualify, that's a huge advantage, 4-on-3. If they can't come back and you got their IP address, that's a wrap. Especially if they got a shitty connection. We're talking. There's so much right now that is cheap in this. Not only in the community, but cheap in the game, and that it has everything to do with money. So that's the sad part about it. So, I don't know if you guys want me to talk about this more in detail. I am going to be covering the MSBS on Fist 2. I'll leave that link also in the description. A lot of news today. People wanted me to cover the FAD. And I look at the FAD. The FAD to me, some weapons you just don't like the sounds. The sounds are annoying to you and they throw you off your game. Now, when I play the FAD, and there's a lot of weapons in this game that do not have a pleasant sound. I mean, you don't enjoy them or you don't associate them with the weapon shooting. And especially if you have a headset on, that shit's annoying. So, some weapons, like, maybe the muzzle flash is a problem for you, so you'll use a flash suppressor. Or maybe, you need a red dot. Everybody has their own, like, mental block of the weapons. For me on this one, I don't mind. I think I don't mind the muzzle flash, and I don't mind, like, using the red dot or the grip or anything like that. But these turn into, like, personal preferences, and it takes time to get over things that you're not used to, like the brand new Xbox One controller that everybody's going to have to play on for the Call of Duty Championships. So if you're not used to playing on that fucking shitty ass analog sticks for the Xbox One, you're shit out of luck. So many people's aims are going to be like crap. It's unbelievable. I mean, they're in for a big surprise, to be honest with you. But so, anyways, going back to the FAD. I mean, if you like the thing about the FAD is, here's how I could best describe it. You look at weapons like the 805 and the SC and the AK maybe, and you look at it, and this is what I like about the assault class. You could take the AK. And the AK is a little bit annoying, a lot more, probably a little bit louder than the 805 and the FAD, but it has a better kick to it, and maybe a little bit better sound. And that all plays into the role why more people like the AK. You feel a little bit more comfortable with it. But then you get the 805 and it's a little bit louder. It kicks up straight up. You use the SC, and if you don't use a silencer on it, it's got a jingle sound to it, like ching 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 ching. And this shit just doesn't sit well with me. And I don't know if you're a person that you have to love the sound and you can associate the way it shoots with the sound. Like, I think it's a mental thing. So like you have the sound in your head and you're like, oh, that fits the gun perfect. Because a perfect example of this is Call of Duty 4. The AK-47 and the way the weapon bounced with the sound looks like those two. That weapon was perfect. The sounds and the weapon movement were superb. Those were great. But then after playing Call of Duty for a long time, you listen to these sounds and you're like, that's, you play the FAMAS, and the FAMAS on the Battlefield or Black Ops 1 sounds like a bag of jingles, like ching 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 ching, and it doesn't even fit the gun. It just doesn't sound right. You use the M16 from Call of Duty 4, and the way the weapon bounces, perfect. And that's what I'm saying about these weapons in here. You might not like the FAD because it sounds like a loud hammer. It sounds like a mallet hitting on steel really fast. It's like tatter 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 tatter, and it's just, you don't like it, and it's annoying, and I'm not feeling it. So I like how you don't get much reduction on the silencer. I mean, it's really not big of a reduction. And that's why I use the SC. Now, the best way I'm going to describe the FAD is this. The FAD is probably in between the SC and the 805. It has more speed. It has more speed than the 805 or the SC, and a little bit less than probably 805. And it's the accuracy with the silencer is in between the 805 and the SC. And that's why I like the FAD. It may be a little bit closer to the 805 or maybe beyond it. But the FAD, to me, I feel like it has a high rate of fire. The silencer feels great on it. And if you don't have a problem with the iron sights, you know what? I had a problem with iron sights when I first started playing Call of Duty in the beginning. The iron sights were crazy on the M16 Call of Duty 4, but I forced myself to get used to them, and ever since then, I've never had a problem with the iron sights. So I didn't like the FAD with the silencer in the beginning. But now the reason why I like it so much is because of the rate of fire. It's a great assault rifle at long range bursting, even with the silencer, and the fact that it's stupendous, and you could challenge SMGs up close off the hip because the rate of fire is so fast. Excuse me, but so I'm just saying, if you're looking for that gun, that assault rifle, and you've been looking for an assault rifle, like to me the R5 is just really slow. And the silencer and the gun and the weapon and the bullet capacity is terrible. The reload animation is bad on the R5 too. So I don't know how anybody uses that weapon. I mean, it's like I said, it's for boring AR COD players and or AR Pro COD players. I can't do it. So I'm more like the run and gun. You know, if I was gonna do pro gaming, I would have to be an SMG player. I just could not sit in the corner with slow ass R. Remington. It's just not my style. But I'm going to continue this conversation on. We're going to talk some more. I love hanging out with you guys. Thanks for showing some love. Spread it around. I'm going to stream today. And come check out the MSBS gameplay on Fist 2. I'll leave all the links in the description below. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.